My coffee is being made. It's brewing as I speak. And I got me a coffee cup. This is actually my favorite coffee cup in the house. This one, and then I like this one, but the only thing is this one I can't heat up in the microwave, but it is one of my favorites. And then I like these I got from thrifting. Aren't they cute? Very nice. And the big one. This one's black, this one's blue, and I got both of those from thrifting. Then my hubby bought me this futuristic cup, which I haven't used in a while, and I know my husband is like, darn, that's not a great gift, but it actually is a good gift. It's just I just find myself really drinking out of more like coffee cups. I like real coffee mugs, and this one here is electronic. It keeps my coffee hot. But you turn it on at the bottom, and then it comes with a heating pad type of thing, that a port that you sit it on, and you got to charge it. So I'm probably gonna start back using it pretty soon. But yeah, so my hubby got me that. Glad to be off today. At least I think I'm off, because yesterday I showed up. You know, I didn't just show up. I had the manager, I guess customer service manager, basically told me to come in. She told me to come in the day before. I had worked all day, worked from 9 until 3, and she was like, come in today. No, she said, come in tomorrow from, you know, such and such to such and such. And I was like, okay. So, and I was like, all right. So I came in yesterday. When I got there, you know, nobody, I couldn't find anybody. And then when I finally find, you know, they tell me where my manager would be, which is a joke for a manager. She goes, why are you here? Like that, why are you here? And I say, excuse me? What do you mean? And she goes, who told you to come in? Like that. And I'm like, you know, such and such told me to come in. Well, she didn't tell me that. You know, like, it was just this rudeness. And there's no way that I can work with somebody like that. She is definitely, she's, like I said in the interview, I hate talking about this, but I got a bad feeling. I'm surprised I got the job. I don't know if I got the job and she was hoping somebody else was going to get the job, why she's treating me so badly, but she is just very rude. She didn't want me to, you know, like me from the start. It was obvious in the interview. And I just knew that I didn't get it, because based on her mannerisms, her whole body disposition, her whole demeanor was just, she could not what's the word, her disdain for me was obvious. It was all over her face. And because I was interviewed by her and the customer service manager, and I know both of them, you know, were sitting there, and I could tell that my manager, which is the beauty manager, basically did not like me. She didn't think I would be a good fit, obviously, the way she's treating me. And I can see why, because I don't fit in with her and her, you know, with the crew, because they're just not, they're unprofessional. It's just, I just hate talking about it, because it's, like I said, it feels unprofessional, but it's an unprofessional environment, you know? It's just not for me. So I'm just waiting to hear back from the customer service manager to see what she, you know, what the plan is, you know, because to be honest, I don't see myself really, I was really excited about this job, but I just don't see how I'm going to make it with the person that's supposed to be helping me and training me, and I'm working under her. I just don't see how it's going to happen. Oh my God. Oh, this coffee is so delicious. Jeez. Woo! Woo! This is good. I mean, delicious, guys. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Okay, I'm gonna reheat this. Jeez. But anyway, I want to do my jewelry again. My mom's like, you need to get back into your jewelry making, and I know I do, but you know, I don't know. My husband was saying, you know, it's up to me, but at the same time, I still feel pressured to stay doing this job. Just mixed emotions, because I was like so excited. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm gonna enjoy this because I've been wanting to do cosmetics, you know. But at the same time, it's like, this is a joke. It's like, it just doesn't make any sense. What, you know, I don't know. Anyway, I will keep you guys posted. Enjoy my coffee, and I will talk to you guys later. I'm getting ready to head out. I gotta take Kenna to school. I'm gonna drop her off, check her back in because she wasn't feeling good this morning, so I'm gonna check her back into school. And then I don't have to get hubby any snacks because he already got some snacks saved up. Well, I don't want any. Yeah, I want some, but I'm trying not to eat any. So yeah. There's my Kenna. I'm dropping her off.
I'm leaving now, so.
Okay. Love you, sweetheart. You got your backpack?
It's in the back.
Okay, all right. Yeah, Kenna is, she wasn't feeling good this morning, so I'm dropping her off. She's checking herself in, isn't she? I love you. Let us know for sure if, you know.
Okay, I love you too.
All right, love you. Bye. I'm gonna wait. You got it?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. I'll wait till you get inside. Bye. Baby is checking herself into school, so that's good. Hey guys, I just dropped off Kenna, and now I'm on my way to do some thrifting. And I did call my 2-day job basically, and I told her what happened. I told her how, you know, what the lady basically ended up doing to me, and how it made me feel very uncomfortable with how she was just extremely rude to me. And I told her I couldn't work under that type of stress and that environment where it's just, you know, she's my manager. Like, you know, how do you work with someone that does not want you to be there? Like, you know, I don't have time for that kind of stuff. I don't want to have to go through it. I don't want to have to, because with someone like that, it makes you have to come out of character. You're going to have to tell them, like, look, what's your problem with me? Like, I don't want to have to deal with all that, you know. I'm too old for that. And so I told her, you know, to keep me in mind. She really hated it. I could tell she really wants me. She's, you know, was hoping that, she's like, I'm going to keep you in mind. I told her, please keep me in mind. I said, I really, if things change, because she's like, I really believe you are a good fit for this company, for it, definitely for cosmetics. You fit perfectly in cosmetics. And I said, I know, I do. And but, you know, knowing that the manager is working in that department, there's no way. The culture, you know, she and her other people that she has working with her are just like her, and she accepts that type of behavior. They all didn't care for me. It's obvious. Like, I don't want to work where I'm not welcome, and that's no type of environment to work in. And I can't. I'm too old for that type of environment. Too stressful. It feels like high school. And I'm not ready to go back to high school, you know. I'm not trying to go back to high school. So your girl decided it's not for me, not at this time. And I said, maybe it was just, you know, I guess I was supposed to do what I'm going through right now. I said, I felt like that was my job. I was excited about it. I went and I got it. But I can't keep this job because it's just, I can't work like this. And so maybe she'll talk to the manager. Maybe she'll eventually get herself out of there, because I feel like she's going to run a lot of people off that are of substance, you know, that can really, because I told her, I said, if you're going to, when you hire people, sometimes you have to hire people according to what they bring to the company. You can't just go on your own biases and your own ego, and you got to take yourself out of things, you know, if you feel a little intimidated by it, or you're not used to them, and you're like, oh my God, why, you have to think about what they would bring to the company, and this girl is not, and she's a young woman, very, very, very young, which is okay, but she carries herself like she's 17, and and then she acts like wasn't raised, because you don't talk to anybody like that. If you got any manners, you don't say stuff like, why you here, and look at somebody, why you here, and then who told you to come in here, and she didn't tell me that. And then she goes, your background check ain't even back yet, looking at me like that, like half looking at me at that. Won't give me good eye contact, very untrusting. Just so many red flags. It was red flag in the interview. She had her arms folded, and she was like, she kept doing that in the interview. And then when I would say things, she was like trying to catch me like in like this lie or something. She wanted to think of, like, she was like, when I was telling them the company cosmetics that I've worked for, the cosmetic lines, because she's only 20 something, I think she's like 21, 22, I don't know, she's very young, 22 I want to say, because she was like, Ulta. And I said, because I had said I worked for Iman Cosmetics, but we cross-trained in other cosmetic lines that, like, if the people weren't there, so we had to go over there. We had to also cross-train and also know the other products. So I worked for Ultima 2, Charles of the Ritz, and Flory Roberts. Those were also cosmetic lines at the time, and that was over 20 something years ago. And of course she wouldn't know. And she goes, we Ulta too. She's like, Ulta? We didn't have Ulta. She's like, Ulta? In the interview now. And I was like, I didn't say Ulta, I said Ultima. And I said, you wouldn't know about it anyway. I said, how old are you? I said, that was 20 something years ago. And I guess they're looking at me. She's looking at me like, how is that 20 something years ago? Because see, people get tripped up. They think I'm young, really, really young. And I'm like, I'm getting ready to be 51. Like, don't get it twisted. And then not just that, some of the other co-workers, bad work environment, culture. It's the culture. Like, when you hire bad people, sometimes the person overhead, they keep hiring the same types of people. So the other people, the other associates, they're like loud and talking about crazy stuff, eating chicken, eating Chick-fil-A and McDonald's back there in the back, talking about theft and thievery and all that kind of stuff. And then talking about somebody took my parking space. Who took my parking space? I'm at the computer trying to do my training, Lord, and they so loud. And she just wanted me to say, oh, me. She goes, somebody in a black car. Just kept saying, I'm gonna find out. That's what she kept saying. I'm gonna find out. And I'm like, Lord, this woman, like, can she please be quiet? Because I can't concentrate, because I have to do a lot of reading, because I was also trying to do a test, because it's training and then they test you right afterwards. And so she kept on talking. They kept on carrying on so loud that, and they weren't even doing work. All they did was have conversations about stuff and just laughing really loud. This is in the back area, not in the break room, in the back. I guess this is, the office part. And I'm thinking, like, why aren't they even here? Like, and so then, I started having to read out loud a little bit, because I couldn't, sometimes you have to read things out loud to really understand it. So then she goes, I hear you over there reading out loud. Are we being too loud? She was right behind me at that time. And she's like, all you had to do is say that we're too loud. This is what she said. She said, we're too loud. And I said, well, now that you ask, I said, yes, you are very loud. Why didn't you just say it then? And I said, well, I didn't want to be rude. Well, all you had to do was just say it. I said, well, no. I said, I was just waiting on you to ask. Or really, you should have common sense. But I didn't say that. Like, But that kind of work environment is so unprofessional. professional. Like, why would I want to subject myself to that? I am so like, this is, and I know the department store, I'm sorry, it is not, one of the high-end stores, but gosh, do you have to be high-end to be able to work in a professional environment? No, you don't. I'm not asking for too much. So anyway, and I got to tell my husband, but he already told me, he knows that, I don't have to stay there, but goodness, I just hate to have to go through this. Anyway, I'm done. So I'll get my little check coming up next week. It's just crazy, guys. 2 days, and actually I already knew it on the first day one, when during the interview. That's why I was very shocked. I told my husband I would be surprised if I get this job based on the beauty manager. If she's the manager, has a say in who she hires. Also, she kind of has a say, even though the customer service manager has more say. She does have a say too, but I don't know why maybe she didn't get the person in that she wanted, or she just totally, of course, just didn't like me. I don't know what her problem is with me, but it's obvious she didn't like me. And I ain't got time to be proving myself. No. So anyway, that is what's what's going on this morning, the past few days, and what I've been trying to figure out. Am I going to keep this job? And all I've been doing is training, and she's basically like I show up dressed up and everything ready to work, and she's like, you need to go home. Like, basically, like, how you gonna have somebody send somebody home when there's so much work to be done? Because I know that the store is still being constructed. The beauty department was going to be constructed. So anyway, not my problem. They're going to have to fix that. I don't know how they're going to get her out of there, but she's going to run people off. Hey guys, I am back. All right, so I just talked to another manager that this lady, there's one particular store I shop in a lot. Anyway, yeah, so she basically, I asked her, I said, are y'all hiring right now? She's like, of course. She's like, you want to come work with us? I was like, I do. And so anyway, I said, I only want a few hours a week though. That's all I want. And she's like, yeah, come on. She's like, I've been knowing you forever. She's like, come on, you love this. I said, I love the store. And so anyway, she told me to take a picture of the little, what do you call that thing? I forget what you call it. Q code, and fill out your application. I'll do that online, and then just go from there and call her and let her know that I put it in. So I may have a job, child. I may have a job. So because I told her I only want to work a few hours a week, and I just want, hold on, and I told her I just want just a little bit of spending money, and I don't want the stress to come with it. That's why I say, but yeah, I only want a few hours a week. I said about 8 hours a week. That's enough for me. 2 days a week. That's it. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, well, thank you. Because I just don't want, I don't need a lot. You know what I mean? I don't need a lot. So I'm very excited. So your girl is probably going to have a little job in the next couple of weeks working somewhere else. Alright, you guys, I guess things are going the way it's supposed to go. I told my husband, he's like, it's fine. And so I'm glad that I got that out of the way. So I'm good to go. Like I said, I got another job opportunity. And I just got to put in my application for this particular job. And like I told her, I said, I really don't want no more than 8 hours. That's all I want. Just a few hours a week. That's all I need. Just a little spending money. I'm not trying to be like this part-time, full-time person. Just 8 to 10 hours a week. That's it. And I would say no more than 10. You know what I mean? Fit me in where you can get me in. I don't want any more than that. So your girl got that out of the way, because I don't want to be nowhere where I'm not wanted, you know, when it comes to that. I don't want to deal with that stress, you know. And I'm all about being freely, you know, just having personal peace. You know what I mean? So I feel good. I got it out of the way. Now I'm just trying to figure out, do I want to go and thrift, or do I want to get me some food? Because I am kind of hungry. I am hungry. Ooh, there's a big old truck. Lord. Ooh, and it's flying up and down this street. Yes, yes. Alright, got my cell phone out there. Alright, you guys. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of thrifting. Do I want to thrift? Not really. I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I hope you guys enjoy this whole ranting vlog of what's going on in my life. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.